But honestly, like looking at all this stuff, I'm like, ah. So what I can say is that we don't plan on living in an apartment again. Hello everyone, welcome back to yet another weekly vlog. Do you know what? I'm actually liking the consistency of these, even if it's pretty much only one video that's going off a week. I'm just going for a quick walk and brain refresh with my girl Maz. Behind me is still super chaotic, but it is what it is. Isn't it just mad, like how much of a difference eyebrows make? It's actually bonkers. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this walk because I think I ended last week's vlog abruptly. I don't really want to talk about what's happening at the moment because yeah, it's just a bit too much to talk about right now. Back in the car. So I just took the bin out as well, which honestly, I don't care what anyone says, that is a man's job, but you know, needs must. Took the bins out and I'm really looking forward to this walk because I just know, like, first of all, Maria exudes this energy that you just feel better after being around her. Alhamdulillah, I'm lucky to have her in my life. She's such a, just amazing, you know, like she's positive but she's also like real. She'll tell you how it is. I just love her. I adore her to pieces. Mashallah, alhamdulillah for her, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect her always. I absolutely adore her. So yeah, I just know that. And then also just like getting out, yeah, I was feeling pretty upset last night, so I really do just need this stretch of the legs. So yeah, I think we're gonna go to the beach, possibly, or near water anyway, because that's another thing we both love, is just going to walk near water. So I'm guessing these are feathers. Guys, I found some bird seats. That was such a good walk. Oh my goodness, I think we did at least 5,000 steps. And my thighs are tingling, and that's how you know it's a good walk. Now we're gonna go to Momo's to get some dinner. Because I've not had a takeaway since Iqra has not been here, so I feel like it's completely justified to get one. Like I said before, I really did need that walk. And here's Maria. What am I doing? Where are the these? Hi! Okay. I'm vlogging. I was just telling everyone in the vlog that I really need this walk, and then I was like, I told you I needed this walk, it was so good. We just sit on the bench and chat for a bit.
It was necessary.
It was. Oh, I just saw this guy like walk past with his bike uphill and he was wearing a cap, and then you know the like face mask that's got a skull? Yeah. That's so scary to me.
Yeah. Especially this time at night, you're like, what on earth is that?
Please stop, like.
What on earth?
The next day.
If you missed last week's vlog, that's what you should just go watch it, to be honest. But main thing is that I am packing for a trip for a couple of weeks, and then we're also packing up our home. We're gonna be moving in like the 3rd week of October, so we have officially got about 3 weeks to go. We've already pulled out some of the boxes from the attic in Iqra's dad's house, so yeah, the packing will start properly today. I feel like it's just gonna be so much easier if we move stuff over the next 2 weeks rather than waiting for the 3rd week, especially because that's the week we're going to be getting our 2nd vaccination, and my 1st vaccination was not the best experience. But I was gonna like apologize for this mess, but you know what, yeah, it is what it is. Like, this is what moving is. It's just crazy. Rumi's in the background helping. He's actually a teenager, guys. I've got an email from Vets for Pets being like, did you know your kitten's a teenager now? And I'm like, yes I did know, from all the hormones and the constant yowling. And alhamdulillah though, he is eating a lot more, which is great. See, I just went through my makeup and wow, this is how you know moving is beginning. Got boxes, plastic boxes, a suitcase, and we have got a kitten in the box. Excuse me. I'm gonna fill half the boxes up with photography stuff, like my reflectors, the actual boxes for things that need to be transported anyway, that I don't mind if they get a bit squished and squashed at the bottom. And then the top half, or top like 1/3, that's gonna have the more delicate things that hopefully will then be saved. But honestly, like looking at all this stuff, I'm like, ah. The more stuff you have, the more stressful this part is. It takes moving to really make you look long and hard at your things and go through them and think, what do I actually need and what am I to hold on to? Because there's a lot of that stuff that you end up holding on to, I'm just saying. Hey guys, apologising for the fact that you're a bit wonky, but I have my purring little kitten over here in my lap, and I honestly, Alhamdulillah, I'm so happy because I've just been able to speak to my nanny, my Amijee, my literal favourite person on this whole planet. Like, I love her to bits and pieces, and she unfortunately got COVID last week. She's still recovering, she's still not like 100%. Her taste is really off. She's like, I just can taste salt in everything I eat, and she's not really been able to eat very much, but alhamdulillah, like, just to hear her voice and speak to her, I can't thank Allah enough for that. She was like, oh, let me video call you, how do you make this into a video so I can show you? She's been like isolating in the room next door because Amijee, my granddad, is negative, alhamdulillah. So, you know, like, there's I'm so happy, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful, because I ended the vlog last week really abruptly because I was just like, I found out the news and I didn't go to games night. I was like so emotional and so upset, and you know, you just think the worst, don't you? But thank God she was double vaccinated, and yeah, alhamdulillah, just really feeling very blessed. And this kitten has come for cuddles. Amijee is the sweetest, mashallah. Like, she was just saying to me, you know, like, you're not working right now, so just like take out like half an hour, you know, of your day. You know, there's so many like great things that you guys have that we didn't have. You know, you've got like YouTube, you can like improve your tajweed, you can like do the meaning of the Quran. She always gives us such good reminders, as well as like talking to us and giving us advice about our day-to-day life. You know, I can talk to her about everything and anything, and I do. To me, she is the backbone of our whole entire family. She is the light and soul. She is honestly incredible. In my last vlog, one of you guys who I absolutely adore, this lady, like, whenever she comments, like, I've got this biggest smile on my face, and she was saying, you know, like, if it's not too nosy, like, I hope you don't mind me saying, but like, you know, you were asking like, what would you like me to, like, what would you like to see? I'd like to know more about the woman in your life. And even just reading that, I felt emotional thinking about it, because like, yeah, my nanny is just incredible, mashallah. I do kind of want to ask her permission before. She knows about my channel, but like, yeah, I don't know. So I want to ask if it's okay if I talk about it. She'll probably be like, why would you want to talk about me? So much of who I am today, the positives, is because of her. Like, so much. She's had a massive influence in my upbringing and in who I am and the choices that I made. So yeah, I'm very blessed to have her in my life, alhamdulillah. Guys, I've got to show you this TikTok that Amijee sent me. How funny. I'm gonna stop it there because I'll probably get copyrighted, but how funny is that? Okay, so as much of the makeup that I'm not going to take or pack needs to go in here as possible, and then I'm just gonna bubble wrap the whole thing. Day 3. Hey everyone, assalamualaikum. So it's now Wednesday the 29th, and I am using my newly packed everyday makeup case here. So my lovely friend Maria is coming to pick me up, and we are going to go and visit a gym that Maz has joined already, and I'm also thinking of joining. But anyway, I wanted to say that I know I've been very elusive about what's happening. You know, I've told you guys we're moving, but I haven't said why we're moving, where we're moving to, etc. But genuinely, I'm not doing that to be annoying or mysterious or anything. I don't currently know if we're coming or going. I don't know what the situation is fully myself. The plan has been changing quite often enough to honestly cause me a little bit of stress at this point. But the date of the trip possibly is going to be moved. I think everything will be clearer this time next week, inshallah. That's what I'm holding on to. But right now, yeah, my stress levels are kind of up here. So yesterday Iqra came and he packed up most of the living room, like all of our like wedding memorabilia, things like that. Tonight we're gonna start just taking some of the boxes to my in-laws' house and storing them away. We've been in this apartment for exactly a year now. It's been a really good year, guys, alhamdulillah. It's been a year that our marriage needed to just grow. And I don't think I've updated you guys on here, but My father-in-law absolutely loves it. Like he's literally said to me so many times like, thank you so much for getting that game for Iqra's birthday. I feel like I've got to know you so much better, my kids so much better, like I feel so much closer to everybody. Alhamdulillah, it's such a blessing, that game, and I've prayed that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blesses Faisal and the team who end up making the game. It basically creates conversations that you wouldn't regularly have, and it really brings you closer to people who you play it with. So absolutely a wonderful game. But yeah, alhamdulillah, it's been a really good year here. This place has not about its faults though. Like the bathroom floor was horrible. The landlord refused to pay to get it fixed. I think the Tyler was like, he needs to pay at least £400 to get it fixed from scratch. He was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. He's literally not updated this flat at all, the amount of time he's had it, and I think this used to be his parents' flat before. So the furniture, you know, the lampshades, the furniture in the living room, that is just very outdated, and stuff like that I'm not gonna miss. But things that I will miss, I think, is our balcony. I do like sitting by the balcony and, you know, doing my weekly reflection or planning my week or doing my editing there. I love how close we are to the park here. Of course, I always will think that I could have gone there more often, but I've had some really wonderful walks with Iqra there, but also solo walks, and really appreciated that. So yeah, absolutely will miss living super close to the local park. The neighbours, the first 3/4 of our time here, the upstairs neighbour was an absolute Karen as a guy. The guy was a Karen. The wife was fine, she was nice, but the guy was just like, he would constantly be watching out of his balcony when I was parking my car as if I was gonna crash in his car, which obviously I wouldn't do. And actually, since they've moved, there's been like 3 other couples who've moved into this block, and they're all quite young, and that everyone sort of keeps themselves to themselves, which works for me. But for our downstairs neighbour, who's really sweet actually, she's this lady who lives by herself. She's just got 1 cat, and she's looking to move as well, and she really wants to live within a community, you know, and I wouldn't say this place has necessarily been that community. And there is one neighbour in this block who, well, in the block next to ours, who is pretty bad vibes. Nobody really likes her, but anyway, we won't, the less we say about that the better, I suppose. It's been really good to have our own space here. The next steps are honestly really exciting. It's going to involve a lot of renovation. It's going to involve bigger steps. What I can say is that we don't plan on living in an apartment again. Obviously, God knows if that's going to be the case or not, but that's not in our plan. Right, I'm going to get my shoes on now, my trainers. I am so excited to get into a good routine with exercise, working out and stuff like that. Alhamdulillah, I feel like I have lost weight, and Maria's been saying it. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. But like today when I put my Tadrasi turban on, this is the first time ever that I felt like I can wear it, you know, without a scarf around, because I feel like my cheekbones are coming back in a little bit, which is great, and genuinely it's mad because Iqra, like when he's on keto, obviously he's not having carbs, and I feel like when he's not having the carbs, I'm just eating less of them anyway. I can't give up carbs, by the way, like, no. Okay guys, let me just show you the living room. It's crazy, right? So we've got 1 box of packed things over here, paperwork and stuff that I need to go through. These are pretty much empty though, which is good. Rumi's cat stuff is still on the floor. My favourite Quran ever. This is such a nice Quran, guys. It's Tajweed Quran. And then, yeah, more of our wedding stuff. How cute is this box? The Adventures of Iqra and Iqra. Fozzie and Zaki got for us. So they're going to cuckoos.
Day 4.
Hey everyone! As you can see, the giraffes are being packed away. I often get a lot of questions like, how many giraffes do you actually have in your house? Well, this is just some of them. We've got one lying down there, a Duro one which is super cute. That's from Dubai. This one, I think this was from Sainsbury's. This is like the little version of that. Then I've got a pack of 3 giraffes here. Today is the first day of this autumn that I have had to switch heating on because it is so cold. It says it feels like 9 degrees, but genuinely it feels like 3 degrees. It's so cold. And I was literally just sitting there in my blanket watching Netflix, and I was like, this is ridiculous. I've got so much to do. I need to get up and move. So yep, heating is on. So it is Friday, and as you saw, I just did a little bit of makeup in the car. As usual, I forgot my brushes. great one. So I just literally use my sponge and some lipstick, and actually I think it looks alright. Obviously I can't do much with the eyes, but this eye has been really sore since last week. I don't think I included it in the vlog, but basically I ended up like bashing my face against the car, and like all this part of my face is bruised, but it's like you can't see it, but it's like so sore to the touch. But also I'm thinking there's like a sty developing here because like just the whole area is just so sore. I've just delivered my client's gallery. Well, she hired me for like a little photo shoot just with like her own family before other people came to the party, so she could get some nice family pics. And then I've also today spent a bit of time on doing the actual Instagram story covers, so I'll just show you guys, because I feel like those little things, like sometimes you don't think about them, but they do make a difference into like how people think of your page. So as you can see here, I've got like a little smiley face, a little couples one, and I made these myself. I was looking at buying them, then I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna put the time in to make them. It's not that hard. I use Canva and I just use the icons that are like on the Canva site, which is amazing. And yeah, I'm really happy with them. I think they look really cute. It's so nice. So many of you guys have actually DM'd me and messaged me on Instagram and said like, I watched your last vlog and you just seem so much happier and more content and excited, you know, with this venture, and like making dua for me and stuff. And genuinely, like, I can't explain how much I appreciate you. And actually even my own wedding photographer, the one that I hired from London, I was reposting my work on my blush and draft page. She was like, is this you? And I said, yeah, I'm taking a break from teaching and, you know, trying to like go all in with photography, so I give it a go, and it's quite nerve-wracking, but she was so supportive and encouraging and lovely. So Alhamdulillah, I'm honestly blessed with the best people around me. I am thinking about when I should return to my actual day job.
The next day.
I just started editing the vlog. It's Saturday. So I've got my chocolate mocha here. Can't actually believe we're in October, by the way, guys. I'm not gonna lie, I've had a couple of wobbles the last few days and not been as positive and upbeat as I was at the start of this vlog. Although I started filming my packing portion, I'm not gonna include that anymore. And the reason is because unfortunately our trip is now cancelled. You know, I would totally be lying if I said, oh yeah, like that's fine, that's just the way it is. Like you guys saw, I was preparing for the trip last vlog, and we've been thinking about this trip since May of this year. So I'm not gonna lie and be like, oh yeah, it's fine, because I'm disappointed. But yeah, basically circumstances have meant that the trip that we've been planning since May is no longer going to happen at this time. And originally I was packing for the trip, and then I was also packing to move. Now basically we're just packing to move, but also we're going to be in some kind of limbo. I can't really speak about it yet. I probably will update you by the next week's vlog, inshallah, as to what's happening, or maybe I'll do a get ready with me. And the other thing is that my eye, which I think I mentioned earlier in the vlog, like it was really sore, it's just got worse today. Like even just blinking is causing me pain. So I did end up calling the opticians, and they were so sweet. The receptionist, 4 out of 4, she got one of the opticians to like look over the symptoms, and then she called me back, and unfortunately there's no appointments in the next 48 hours here in Dundee. So I've got an appointment tomorrow. That'll be in Path. So probably next week's vlog will start with that appointment, I'm guessing, if I can get myself organised. I spoke to my mum about it, you know, like sometimes it's just good to have a chat with your mum. She said, you know, at the end of the day, there's beauty in everything, there's goodness in everything, and this trip could have been really harmful, that there could have been something really terrible that happened. So you have to think of it like that. You can't sort of dwell on the disappointment, and I totally agree with her. And I think, you know, I was in a much more upbeat mood, but I think now it's been 2 days since we've known. I think it is so disappointing. Honestly, if I'm being really real here, like for me, it's not just that, it's the fact that we're going to be very unsettled for a month. So when we move out of here to the next month, it's kind of going to be a living out a suitcase situation. We will not be moving into a bedroom, and I'm going to explain that next week, inshallah. But that's kind of where my head's at, is that just the whole going back to living out of bags, it honestly and truly, it stresses me out. It gives me anxiety and I don't like it. So I probably will be ending up going down south for a couple of weeks to spend some time with my parents and my siblings. I like to try and take room if I can. We'll see what happens. But obviously between now and the next 2 weeks, the job is to pack up and, you know, be as organised as possible and try not to panic. But yeah, that's where we are at. But yeah, I'm just a whole big bundle of anxiety, nervousness, pain, stress. But alhamdulillah, like, it could be worse. Like, we could be having to leave within a week or whatever, and that would be so much worse. So taking it a day at a time, and even beyond that, an hour at a time, inshallah it'll be fine. Yeah, we had a really nice night yesterday at Mira Maz's. Just adore them so much. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate the watching, the comments, the likes, all of it. It just keeps me going a little bit more, you know. And I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye. This is the third box of the kitchen. I'm choosing quite small boxes, so I've got this one here and this one. These two are more delicate than anything, and this one I've just got like my containers for my tea, coffee, sugar, my grater, just things like that. Just said to Iqra, like, we're gonna need a lot more boxes, but feeling good, alhamdulillah. Feeling better than I was in the last clip anyway, because slowly but surely this is getting done, and that's what I just need to do.